What's going on, everybody? Welcome inside fitnessinformant.com, Fitness Informant's YouTube channel. I'm FI founder and CEO Ryan Buck. I want to thank you for stopping by to check out a 100% honest, no bullshit review of Kodiak's Nutrition Attack pre-workout. Today we're going to talk to you guys about Attack on 5 different categories. First, we're going to break down the ingredient profile. What's in this product? Second, we're going to talk about the effectiveness. Does this thing actually work? Really, why are you here? Third, we're going to talk about the flavor. In this case, we had peach O's. Then we're going to talk about the mixability. And then finally, we're going to discuss the value of this product. So let's dive in to the ingredient panel of this product. The first ingredient is 3-amino. Basically, it's the scientific term for beta-alanine. There's 3 grams of beta-alanine. Now, the clinical dosage or the preferred dosage of beta-alanine based on studies is 3 to 3.5. So I'm okay with 3 grams of beta-alanine. A lot of people will claim it has to be 3.2. It doesn't have to be 3.2. 3 to 5 is sufficient of beta-alanine. Beta-alanine is going to be an endurance enhancer. It also provides that itchy feeling that you get at times if you're not used to beta-alanine. The next ingredient is N-acetyl L-tyrosine at 750 milligrams. This is a different form of L-tyrosine, which is a cognitive enhancing ingredient. At 750, that's actually a typical dosage of L-tyrosine in this version. Now, I like to see it at a gram, but that doesn't necessarily mean this is underdosed. It's just at I guess an accepted form, an accepted dosage of L-tyrosine, of this form of L-tyrosine. Again, personally, I'd like to see this at a gram, but still, it's okay. And then we have the Caffeine Complex, which is 350 milligrams of caffeine. It actually has 2 different versions of caffeine. Caffeine anhydrous, which is going to be the fasting caffeine, and then it has caffeine dicaffeine malate as infinite energy. So this is going to essentially hit hard, and then it's going to have a euphoric energy, which means you shouldn't get a super hard crash on this, but a crash could still potentially come without any other euphoric ingredients like teacrine or dynamine. But this is going to essentially allow that energy to sustain throughout a 45 to a 60-minute workout. Next, you have N-phenyldimethylamine HCl at 50 milligrams. This is a word or common use word or scientific word for Urea gyrensis. Urea gyrensis is actually going to be a cognitive enhancing ingredient that is a very, very good stim, but I typically see this at 200 to 250 milligrams. So 50 milligrams is going to be pretty underdosed on Urea gyrensis. Again, it's one of my favorite ingredients that works really well with caffeine. In this case, 350 of caffeine, 50 of EJ. I'd like to see more EJ in this one. It's nice that it's in here. It's just Kodiak. It'd be great if it was a little bit more. Cytotine is used at 25 milligrams. This is lower than the recommended dosage as well. And then you have huperzine A at 50 micrograms. Now, huperzine A is a cognitive enhancing ingredient, typically dosed around 100 to 300 micrograms. I have seen it at 50 micrograms before. Doesn't necessarily mean it's underdosed, but at 100 micrograms is kind of where I want to see huperzine A in a ingredient fact panel. And then you get into the Attack Vacillation Matrix, which is 3 grams of citrulline malate. It's 2 parts to 1 part. Basically, you're getting 2 grams of citrulline to 1 part malic acid. This is going to be underdosed. You want this at least 6 to 8 in a really effective citrulline malate combination, because you want to at least have citrulline yielded at 3 to 5 grams in total. In this case, you're getting 2 grams of citrulline. It's going to come in just under where you want it. Then you have agmatine used next at 500 milligrams. You want to see this up towards a gram. Agmatine is going to be a precursor to NO in the body to increase nitric oxide levels. It also works with your pain receptors, meaning like when you're on rep 8 and you think you're going to quit because it hurts, you can get rep 9 and 10 because this helps overcome the pain and the pain receptors in the body. And then you have L-ornithine at 500 milligrams. This is going to go ahead and help with blood flow as well. 500 milligrams is a little under what we like to see. We like to see this up towards 750 to a gram as well. And then finally, you have beet extract at 100 milligrams. Beet extract, if you've ever had beets, it is phenomenal at increasing nitric oxide production in the body. But at 100 milligrams, you'd like to see this closer to 500 milligrams, if not more, in an ingredient fact panel. Overall, nice dosage of caffeine, 2 forms of caffeine, which is good. Beta-alanine is fine. L-tyrosine is okay. Huperzine A, a little bit on the smaller side. Like to see it higher. Overall, this is underdosed on several ingredients. It's still going to give you the energy that you want from the caffeine. I'd like to see more of the cognitive ingredients up. Urea gyrensis up towards 250 would be nice to see. And then this pump matrix, I'd like to see citrulline at least at 3 grams. I'd like to see agmatine at least a gram. Beta valgarius, a beet extract from 100 milligrams up to at least 500 milligrams would be susceptible. So overall, some things are good. Some things could definitely use some work in this ingredient fact panel. In terms of effectiveness, you're going to get the energy. Focus is going to be okay. Probably not as good as it could be if you had more Urea gyrensis and more L-tyrosine and even huperzine A. But again, energy is going to be the best component of this. So if you are a caffeine caffeine junkie, then this is going to be a supplement that you can get behind, because you're really going to get that caffeine and you're going to get the prolonged endurance from the beta-alanine, which is dosed at 3 grams. Where you're going to lack is a little bit in the cognitive area. You're not going to get as much increased focus as you'd like. You're also not going to get a massive pump either. Now, this is a pre-workout, so you could argue that you shouldn't necessarily need to get a pump from it. You can supplement with a pump product, but if you're going to go ahead and put a pump complex on the ingredient fact panel, you should at least experience some pump going into the gym. Again, because of the underdosage of citrulline malate and some agmatines and things like that, you're not going to get a huge pump like you would want to. At the end of the day, caffeine is going to be good. You will get a little bit of a crash later in the day because there's nothing to sort of pan that out. You get caffeine anhydrous and caffeine or dicaffeine malate, but there's no teacrine or dynamine to really kind of bring you down and bring you off that. And uriah jurensis could be a little bit higher to even help bring you off that too without the crash. In terms of taste, we had peach O's. Now, typically not a fan of peach, but this was really good. Now, if you've ever had like the peach rings in the store, I think they're like troll peach rings, that's really what they were going for at Kodiak, and their flavoring systems are phenomenal. This thing tastes great, tastes just like peach O's. If you are a fan of that candy, if you are a fan of peach in general, this is going to be a product that you can drink and you're going to get behind based on the taste. In terms of mixability, we're going to show you a mixability here. This does mix really well. Now, here's the thing. This is a 25 serving container at like 10 grams per serving. So that's not a huge dosage of a pre-workout. And looking down the ingredient list, a lot of these ingredients should mix fairly well in water. As you can see here on camera, it does. We actually shake it up and show it to you in a clear glass. A little bit of residue, but you're going to typically get that with every pre-workout. Some foam, but again, every pre-workout is going to have that. But overall, this is one of the better mixing pre-workouts that we've seen on the market. In terms of value, 25 servings retails for $49.99 on Kodiak's website. Now, Kodiak's website is priced higher than what you find in the store because they support brick and mortar stores, meaning they want you to walk into the retail store down the street to buy their products versus coming to their website, because that's the model in which they support. With our coupon code, Informant, it will go ahead and save you 20%, which is $10 off of the price. So it's going to go ahead and take it from $49.99 down to $39.99 for 25 servings, which is going to make this value better. But here's where this product needs work. Again, a couple of the ingredients are underdosed, and the effectiveness could be better because of the underdosed ingredients. So at $40 for 25 servings, we'd like to see this at least at 30 servings for $40, allowing you to play with the dosage a little bit more. It's tough because of where caffeine's at, but some people have a higher tolerance to caffeine. But if you really are that person that just wants caffeine and don't really care about the other stuff, then sure, this is going to be a pre-workout for you. You can purchase it by clicking the purchase link below and using the coupon code Informant to save 20%. Otherwise, I know Kodiak is going to be making some other products as well that might have better dosages on other ingredients. If you want to read this whole written review, click the link below to check it out. We break down the ingredients at the website, fitnessinformant.com. Follow us on our social media channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe now button here below to stay up to date with all new reviews from Kodiak Nutrition and more pre-workout categories. Subscribe to our podcast. It's Be Informed, Live Fit. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Stitcher, and more. And for this review, all reviews in the pre-workout category from Kodiak Nutrition and more, and huge supplement deals, news, workout routines, and nutrition plans. Check us out online. We're at fitnessinformant.com.